The corporatist queen herself, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, weighed in on Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's victory. Check it out.
You know, your folks can take you out as quick as they put you in, and, you can never take them for granted. And I'm not suggesting that Joe Crowley did whatsoever. He, as I said, is and was an excellent member of Congress. But, each of us has to make sure that we take every race as seriously as possible.
So no broader message about what the Democratic Party's message should be or who your leaders should be here in the House?
No, I don't take that message at all.
It doesn't matter what happens, they will always give that response. Whenever the left wins, that's going to be their response. Nancy Pelosi, in the wake of Hillary Clinton losing, Nancy Pelosi said, "Oh, the American people don't want a new direction for the Democrats." Hillary Clinton lost to a reality show host. To Donald Trump, a joke of a human being. And that's your reaction? Oh, no, we don't. We're good. We're good. I don't think they want a new direction. And then look, this is basically the same thing in terms of corporatists losing. Corrupt Joe Crowley lost. And so is Debbie Wasserman Schultz's takeaway going to be, hey, corporatism is bad? No, because they bake that into the cake. They grandfather that in. Well, obviously the system works where we need to sell out massively to special interests. So no, I mean, what do you mean? We're gonna take away that being uncorrupted is a good thing because an uncorrupted candidate won? Don't be crazy. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez was outspent 10-1 by corrupt Joe Crowley. 10-1. And she won. She won because she had people power. She won because of the organizing at the grassroots level. She won because of you guys. She won because she's a Justice Democrat. But they poo-poo it and they downplay it and they act like, no, there's nothing to take away from this. I mean, again, the massive bias against her and she overcame that system, there is nothing but lessons to take from this. It's everything. Run candidates who are populist left. Run candidates who are for what the American people are for. Run uncorrupted candidates that refuse to take corporate PAC money and raise almost all their money through small dollar donations. Run like that, and you will win. But they can't ever. They're addicted to that big money. Debbie Wasserman Schultz she's swimming in predatory payday lender cash. She killed regulations that were supposed to go after the predatory payday loan industry. Why? Because she's corrupt. Because she's bought by that industry. So naturally, they are going to continue to downplay those victories because they're the good old boy network. I know that Pelosi and Debbie Wasserman Schultz are women, but you get the point. They're the good old woman network where their whole identity is based around being bigger fundraisers. I mean, that's what Nancy Pelosi brags about. I raise more money than anybody else. That's why I'm the Democratic leader. That's not something to brag about, especially when you're raising money from Wall Street and from the for-profit health insurance company and from Big Pharma and from defense contractors. That is not something to brag about by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, it's the exact opposite. You should be goddamn ashamed as a result of it because it reflects in your voting record and it makes it so that you vote against the will of the people. So, I told you, man, it's a civil war. It's a civil war. And what they're going to do is, and you're already seeing it, they deny you, and then when they can't deny you anymore, they'll smear you. That's the progression. Deny, nothing's happening, and then eventually, when they're like, okay, I'm going to have to respond to this, they smear you. And we've already seen a bunch of that, whether it's the right wing is smearing Alexandria, of course, but then there's corporate media figures who are smearing Alexandria, comparing her to Trump, saying it's dishonest progressivism. And Debbie Wasserman Schultz is still stuck in that first phase, and Nancy Pelosi is still stuck in that first phase. Why? Because they have to work with Alexandria, because she's now part of the Democratic caucus. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You tell me. And those fangs will come out, man. Give it time. Give it time. Because as soon as Alexandria says something that they really don't like and they feel is a personal slight, the claws are out, the gloves are off. I like how I'm mixing metaphors here. And they will be vicious. So, they don't want what's good for you, Alexandria, and they don't want what's good for the American people. So I would keep that in mind 100% as you move forward. Because, for a party that pretends to care so much also about identity politics, Debbie Wasserman Schultz with Hillary Clinton, the woman, she's a woman. Well, here you had a white male candidate defeated by a young Latina, and they're not even happy about it. Why? Because, like I always tell you guys, ideology always overrides identity. So they're just using that issue to deflect and obfuscate from their true intentions. Those intentions being corporatism.